Hi guys, TLC Puzzle Lord here, and today we are going to solve the axis cube. And I really like this cube. It tends to catch a little bit, but you kind of have to understand how the pieces move. So here's a right side, here's a left side, this is your top, and then holding this point where it's facing you, so you got something on all three sides, that would be your front. This skinny layer going across here, that's your middle layer going all the way around. So when this thing's all jumbled up, you have to get those middle layers lined up or it won't turn correctly. So let's go ahead and scramble this up and I'll show you what I mean. And in the world's fastest scramble, here we go. And when you look at this thing, you're like, what the heck is going on here? But it solves the same way, almost the exact same way as a regular 3x3. It's just when your pieces are flipped on a regular 3x3, it just looks like this. A piece is flipped. And it's still square, and you can kind of tell, oh, that's in the wrong spot. Well, on here, it's just everything's all jumbled up. So let's start with solving the equivalent of the white side. And on here, I like to start with the white and green, but it really doesn't matter. On here, this is the white side, what I call the white side, and it's actually made up of three colors. It's made up of the white, green, and orange. This is your centerpiece. This is part of your cross. This is part of your cross. This is part of your cross. And this is part of your cross. So those are the first four pieces we're going to try and get in. We got two little trapezoid pieces, and then two winged triangle pieces. Those are the pieces that we're going to try and get in. And so let's go ahead and look at our scramble piece again. Here we go. Woo, look how fast I scrambled that. So I like to start with the white and green, like I said. So let's look for those two trapezoid pieces I was talking about. I like to get those in first. It kind of helps me orient everything. So let's find a green or a white trapezoid. Okay, there's a green, and the white is real close to it. So let's put that green under where it goes. So it goes here, and it goes on the shorter side. There's a little bit longer side of that triangle and a shorter side. The trapezoid meets up with the shorter side. So I've got under where it goes. So now I just have to flip it up into place. And it flipped correctly. So now let's find that white trapezoid piece. There it is there. And we can flip it up into place, and there it is, but it's flipped wrong. So let's put it back down on the bottom layer, just like you do on a standard Rubik's Cube. So we'll just do one move, and we have to line these skinny layers up. That's one move. That's how we know we did one complete move. There's another complete move. Okay, so there's the white on the bottom. So all we're going to do is move it over to the side. We're going to roll it up and then roll it into place. And now we can get these other two pieces. So I should have a white and orange piece here and a green and orange piece here. And let's find those pieces. Okay, there's a white and orange. So let's put that on the bottom. It's in the middle layer. Let's put it on the bottom. Spin it out of the way. And because we messed up that green piece, we have to put that back up. Okay, so now it's on the bottom. Let's go put it under where it goes. Okay, so the white and orange piece goes here. We put it under where it goes, and we flip it up. And there it is. So now let's find that green and orange piece. Okay, there's the green and orange piece. And it's in this middle layer as well. So let's spin it down to the bottom layer. Spin it out of the way so that we can bring that white piece back up that we just pulled out. Now it's in the bottom. Let's put it under where it goes. So there's the green and orange rather, and it goes right there. So then we could just flip it up with the two move. And that flipped it into place. So here's your white cross. You got that piece, that piece, that piece, and that piece. That's your cross on an axis cube. Now we just have to put these corners, and that corner is actually already in. We got to put that corner in, that corner in, and that corner in. And to do that, I just put this on the bottom layer, and I look for those pieces on the top layer. There's a white triangle piece right there. So I'm going to take that over to where the white, and those triangle pieces go over the trapezoids. So there's a white triangle piece, and there's the white trapezoid piece. So I put it over where it goes, and I just do an R, U, R-I, U-I. R, U, R-I, U-I. Sorry, got scrambled. R, U, R-I, and U-I. And that put that in place. You just keep repeating it until it puts it in correctly. So now let's look for the next piece. Okay, here's an orange piece. It's in the top layer. So let's find out where it goes. Okay, the orange triangle piece goes here in between these two pieces. So we just put it above where it goes. So it goes here. We got it in the top layer and right above where it goes. And we just do an R, U, R-I, U-I. And in this case, it only took one time. So let's find another piece we need. Okay, here's one here. This piece here is a fat triangle, a three-sided triangle. So it's a white, green, and red. And I just know that it's a red, but it's only white, green, fat triangle on the cube. So it goes here. So I just put it above where it goes. Just do an R, U, R-I. Come on. UI. That's why this puzzle is so confused or frustrating, because it catches. Okay, so we got those all in, So now I have got this white side solved. So now, just like on a regular 3x3, we'll move on to the middle layer. And this is a little bit different than the regular 3x3 in the fact that these corners can be flipped, and we'll have to flip them into place first. So there's a corner, but we have to make sure they're in the right place. So those are actually in the right place. Let me turn them out of the right place so I can show you what I mean. So here's a corner piece, and it's got a white and a red, and see, that's orange. So that doesn't go there. This one's orange, so that's good. So we have to just rotate it until we get an orange piece there and an orange piece there. And then this piece is right. That's white and red all the way around. But if you get these two orange pieces in, the others are right. So now what we have to do is flip these corners. They're in the right place. We have to flip them into the right orientation, which is something you don't have to deal with on a regular Rubik's Cube. So this one here is actually in the right place and oriented correctly. So if you flip your white side to the left and you just roll around, and okay, here's the next one. See, it's a red and green. It's in the right place, but it's flipped wrong. And if you remember, I said this short side of the triangle matches up to the trapezoid. So that looks to me like that is going to be a U move, but I can't just do that or I mess everything up. So what I want to do is get everything on the other side of the cube that's not solved so I can mess with it. So here's the algorithm. We'll do a U2 once, twice. We'll do an R2 once, twice. And I said I was going to move that piece a U move. So let's do that U move. Then we'll put everything back where it was. R once, R twice, U once, U twice. And now that piece is flipped right. And now we just have to check the other pieces. Okay, here's the next one. It's in the right place. All of them are in the right place, but it's in the right place, but it's oriented wrong. So I want this short side of the white triangle to match up to the trapezoid. So that looks to me like that is going to be a UI move. So I'm going to do a U once, U twice, R once, R twice, and now I can do that UI move. And now that I've done that, I just put the pieces back. R once, R twice, U once, U twice. And now that piece is in. And it looks like I just got this one last piece to do. And I want this long side of this orange triangle to match up here. So that looks like that's going to be a U move. So I'll do a U once, U twice, R once, R twice, and then do a U move. R once, R twice, U once, U twice. Okay, now we've got our corner pieces in all the way around and oriented correctly. Now we can put these center pieces in. This would be the same thing on a regular Rubik's Cube. when you get the first layer solved, the next thing you do is you put these pieces in. That's what we're getting ready to do right now. And usually they're up here, and you just roll them down into place. And that's what we're going to do. So we got the white side on the bottom, and we're going to look for these pieces here. So you're going to be looking for those on the top layer. So I know that nothing down here is yellow, so I know it's not that. Okay, here's a white and blue over here. So here's a white, so I know if there's anything white left over, it has to go here. So I put that there. I know it goes there. Now here's the rub. If I just turn it down like it is right now, I would put that blue on the white side, and that's not what we want. So then if I just move this over to the other side, and then I always roll it into place, then it would be correct. And I suggest testing this on each time until you get familiar with it. So I know that this goes to the left. If it was over here, it would have been a right side algorithm. This is going to be the left side algorithm. And if you've watched my Rubik's Cube tutorial, you know I usually don't use an algorithm for this part of putting these corner pieces in. But because this is so jumbled up, I like to go ahead and use it. It helps me keep my place. So this is going to the left. So a left side algorithm is going to be UI, LI, U, L, U, F, UI, and FI. And I put that piece in, and I put it in correctly. So now let's find another piece. Here's an orange trapezoid piece. And I know there's an orange side, so it has to go here. So here's that orange trapezoid piece. Now, how do I decide if it's going to be a left side or left or right side algorithm? I have to figure out where it goes. So I got a skinny side of that trapezoid, and that's skinny. So from this position here, it's going to go in correctly. If I roll that down, that's going to line up nicely. And if it was over here, instead, if I rolled that down, then it would be incorrectly. So that's how I decide if it's a left or a right side move. So this would be a left side move. So we're going to put it back over here where I said it was correct. And now we're going to go to the right. And a right side algorithm move is U, R, UI, RI, UI, FI, U, and F. And now put that piece in. So now let's look for the next piece here. Okay, here's a red trapezoid piece. So that goes right there, just like that one there. So let's decide which way it goes. If I rolled it down from here, it's going to be in, but it's going to be in correctly. So that means I don't want to roll it in from there. I want to move it to the other side. And then if I rolled it down, it would be correct. So that means it's going to go to the left. So we'll use the left side algorithm. UI, LI, U, L, U, F, UI, and FI. And that put that piece in correctly. Now what we got left? Looks like we got just a green. The only green that's up here on the top layer is this one here. So that goes down. So I know it goes there, so I either have to decide to put it in from here or from here. If I rolled it down from here, it's going to be in, but incorrectly. So we're just going to move it over here. So that when I roll it down, it's going to be correct. So that's going to be a left side algorithm. So that's going to be UI, LI, U, L, U, F, UI, and FI. And that's got all the middle layer done. So now, just like on a regular Rubik's Cube, we just have to solve the top layer. And what we're going to do to solve the top is just like on a regular Rubik's Cube, we have to build the cross. So that would be this piece, this piece, this piece, and this piece. And normally what you're looking for is you're looking for either a dot, an L, a line, or a cross on a regular 3x3. So let's decide what we have here. So we just have to check it. So if I put that yellow piece where it goes, that's not correctly, so that's not part of it. This blue one looks like it's correct, so that's good. And then this red and yellow is correct. So what we have is the equivalent of a line on a Rubik's Cube. And once you get the line, you hold it horizontally across here, and you just do the regular F, R, U, R, I, U, I, and F, I. And then you reevaluate again. So that blue is still in the correct place. And now the red and blue is in the correct place. The red and yellow is in the correct place. And if I was to roll this yellow over, it's in the right place. So now those are correct. We just have to get them oriented correctly. Normally on a Rubik's Cube, that's the one where you find one that's correct, and then you do an RU, RIUI until you get them rotated around to where these are lined up. That's what we're going to do here. So let's find just one scenario that's correct. So this yellow is lined up, and if I do that, then I don't want any of the others to be lined up correctly, and it looks like they're not. And the reason is this one here will stay the same, and these three will rotate counterclockwise until they are in the correct position. So I hold this one yellow right in front of me and just do an R, U, R, I, U, R, U, I, U, I, and R, I. And now we'll check them. And now they're all in the correct position. If they weren't, I would hold it just like I had it before, keep that yellow in front of you, and do it again, and then they should be in the right position. So now you've got your cross built on your top. So now all we got to do is put the corners in the correct place. And ideally, you would find at least one of them that's in the correct place right now. You could tell that one's not, that one's not, that one's not, and actually this one's not. So none of them are in the correct place. So all we're going to do is do the corner orientation algorithm that you used on the regular 3x3. We'll just keep the part of the cross whichever side in front of you, and just do a U, R, U, I, L, I, U, R, I, U, I, and L, and then reevaluate. So now that one's wrong, that one's wrong, that one's wrong, but this one's correct. So now let's put that correct piece on the right-hand corner. This is exactly how you do it on a regular 3x3, and repeat the algorithm. And that'll keep this piece here, and it'll rotate these other three counterclockwise. So this one will go here, then it will be correct. This one will go here, it'll be correct. And then we'll skip this place because this one stays, and that one will go there. So if we just do this one time, it'll put all these pieces in the correct place. So we'll do the same algorithm. U, R, U, I, L, I, U, R, I, U, I, and L. And now those pieces are in the correct place. They're permeated wrong, but they're in the correct place. So now on a regular Rubik's Cube, this is the point where once you got everything correctly, you just do an RIDI-RD, and then you just keep repeating that until the corners fall in the correct place. So we would do the same thing here. The problem, it's not really a problem. If I do an RIDI from here, sometimes when I'm doing the Ds, things kind of get jumbled and they catch. So I like to flip it over to the side. So here's the side we're trying to solve. This is the side that's jumbled up. I like to flip it over to the left side. And I can just move things easier. And then I like to put, here's a piece we're trying to rotate. So I put that on the top layer and on the left. And I'll just keep repeating this algorithm. Instead of the RIDI, we'll do this algorithm instead. So we'll do an RI, UI, R, U, RI, UI, R, U. And now it's in the correct place. Now without moving anything else, we'll just move this left side until the next piece pops into place. There it is. RI, UI, R, U, RI, UI, R, U, R-I, U-I, R-U. R-I, U-I, R-U. And if you want to try that from the like you do a regular Rubik's Cube with the R-I-D-I-R-D, you're more than welcome to do it. I just find that it catches a lot, so I move it over to the side. So now we'll rotate the next one to where it's on the top and on the left. And we'll do an R-I, U-I, R-U. R-I, U-I, R-U. And now it's correct. And we'll do that one more time. We'll roll the next piece down. This is the last piece. You might not have to do every piece. I did. R-I, U-I, R-U. R-I, U-I, R-U. R-I, U-I, R-U. R-I, U-I, R-U. And just like that, it's solved. Now there's one other scenario that doesn't happen a whole lot, but periodically. And that's where you got it all solved. But you'll have one piece. This is in the correct, this is all solved, but this top piece is flipped around. And there's a pretty simple algorithm to get that back into place. Actually, what it is this piece just needs to go 180 degrees. And so to spin that 180 degrees, let me get this all lined up here. You just put it on top, so it's on top. And just do it. You're going to repeat the same algorithm 5 times. We're just going to do it. R, U, R-I, U-I. 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 R, U, R-I, and U-I. Oops. That would have normally flipped that around. I think what I did was I used an old cube where this piece pops out. And I probably popped it back in incorrectly. But that is the algorithm, and that is how you do it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button. If you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed it.